Jennie and Joshua Merrill, it is so wonderful to go ahead and see you both again after meeting you at Fenway Park. I think I can just start and just by asking, where's the season been like for you two to watch your son, Jackson Merrill?
Well, he describes it as it's a never stop pinching yourself moment. It's because every month is something different. Like every month we have something really cool to celebrate. Last month, Rookie of the Month. This month, we're going All-Stars. So it's been pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's a great feeling. Can't be any prouder of somebody than what he's done and he keeps doing, and it's like, is it ever going to end? It's great. Good feeling. And so happy for him. The hard work he's put in, it's been super.
I could have talked to you both in March about just the fact that he was going to go ahead and make this Padres team, and that he went from playing shortstop to center field, and then he's had some signature moments, a couple walk-off home run here at Petco Park, and then he goes to Fenway Park where he watched some games with his father, who is a diehard Red Sox fan, and he helps crush that team. Just what has it been like to watch him succeed at this level?
I kind of have three words. I'll say excited, then proud, and then blessed. Because that's the three things with him. It's just every moment is something new and something different. But also, we expect him to be on the field because that's what he does. Like that's Jackson. But then we see the 40,000 fans around us, and we're like, oh my gosh, this is happening. All right,
Yeah, him being at Fenway, I think that was the moment that I realized, hey, he is a big league ball player. Just because I guess it's hard to describe. I had those feelings when he saw him first play as a major leaguer. But Fenway, that really sealed the deal right there, because I remember taking him there and just imagine him playing there as a Red Sox, some dream. But I'm happy. I am very happy he's a Padre. Yes.
Every parent has so much confidence in their kid that my kid is the best at this, whether they're going to be school teachers or baseball players or anything else. Did you expect him, with all your confidence in him, did you think that he would make this much of an impact this soon in his career? Just 20 years old when he joined this team.
No, not this soon. I believed in him. I knew he'd be a big league ball player, and he would make some type of big impact on the team. But this soon, no, he's really earned it, and we're so happy
amazing,
for him.
Yeah. Because that's the thing, we were like, okay, he's definitely going to make it, but probably be 2 or 3 years from now, we're kind of pushing. This is year 3, this is full year 3. So it's just been fantastic, breathtaking,
Oh my gosh, I love the t-shirts that you're wearing today. You're wearing the Merrill Madness. It's a hashtag. Barrel Merrill, we've heard Action Jackson. What's the nickname now? What do you guys like the most?
I like the kid.
We like the kid. We do. We do like the kid. We do. Because we had some. Yesterday we heard Jack, and then there was one that was Spanish that meant magnificent king or something, and that was yesterday. Somebody told me in the zoo, so I was like, so it's been. My friend and I are keeping a list on our Instagram DM together that it's going to be how many nicknames Jackson has. So it's like Jackson the Barrel, Action Jackson, And then at home we were just yelling Merrill, So
you guys were here for the final homestand before the All-Star break. I'm sure you came in here for the beautiful weather to watch your son play in person at Petco Park. I can't even imagine the feeling you must have had when you find out, I believe on Sunday, that your son, a rookie, is going to be the youngest. He's an All-Star, and he's going to be the youngest player at this All-Star game. What was that moment like, and how did you guys find out the news in the first place?
Wow. He texted us before the game. He said, I'll see you in Texas.
Can't tell a single soul.
Yeah, can't tell a single soul. But I'll see you in Texas. So that was a nice moment.
And it was right before the game started, so we couldn't say anything to anybody. We were like, okay.
And I know it's sort of corny, but I was actually watching on ESPN on my phone when it was announced, even though I knew he was going. So, but
yeah, we want to see him in person. You want to see them announce it and talk about him and see what they say. And then we're all excited. And we were sitting with the Musgroves, so we were all cheering and yelling. And then when they announced it on the screen and people went wild. That was a moment. Oh my gosh! That is a moment in your life where you're like, that is my child that they are all screaming for out there. So.
I warned your son before today's game. I said, listen, I'm going to talk to your parents. And he's like, oh no, these guys talk so much. I'm like, wait, they're school teachers. They have to go ahead and talk so much. If you can, number one, when did you know your school teachers? Did you ever think that maybe Jackson was going to he'd follow in the footsteps and he was going to go ahead and be a school teacher? Why not?
Well, a little bit. He did before and after care at my school with these elementary kids, and we thought maybe gym teacher.
Yeah.
We were like, okay. And then when he was going to go to Kentucky, he was thinking sports medicine or doing something in sports marketing, something around that edge. And we were like, okay, But then we were just like, all right, let's see what happens here. And actually, his sister-in-law is a teacher, and then like we have like our cousins are a teacher. Like there's a lot of teachers around him, so it was kind of surprising. But I don't think he was meant to be on the field, not in the classroom.
Well, yeah, and even I knew if he went into teaching, he'd probably be a coach because he works well with kids, and they listen to him and respect him, and he teaches it so well. He can translate that to them. That's the hardest part of being a coach sometimes, is being able to speak on their level and teach them how to do it.
I'll tell you this: I always enjoy talking to Jackson, whether it comes in a win or a loss, because he has things to say. The losses bother him. He doesn't want to talk about himself. He wants to talk about the team. He's stoic, but he's so intense. Like every single moment, is he always like that? When you guys have dinner, is he on to the next meal, or can he just go ahead and enjoy the moment of how delicious that meal was? What's he like?
He can enjoy the moment of the meal. Off the ball field, he's a very relaxed child. But you put him between those two white lines, and there's a whole other person that shows up, and he's been that way his whole life, like since he started playing when he was like 4. Baseball is his gig. Like he loves it so much, and he'll get intense because he wants to win. He doesn't like when people fool around. He doesn't like when they're not playing the win and they're not putting their full effort in. So he'll pump you up. So you're a part of the win, not the loss. That's for sure.
Yeah, we've always stressed, hey, the name on the front means a lot more than the name on the back, and I'm glad he's taking that with him to the next level. That means a lot as a parent.
The entire extended Merrill family to go ahead and watch all these games from afar. I imagine you don't miss a single game on TV, do you?
No, and it's really, I don't know, I don't know the right word, but it's like insane about how much, just not our extended family, but the community and people that know us
and they support
them
and love him.
Incredible.
I mean, we're like, he's coming to Maryland in another weekend, like 2 weeks, the end of the last week of July. There's over 500 people coming to the ballpark just for Jackson,
at least.
Just to see him play, like in the Orioles.
So
it's going to be pretty wild.
They're going to have fat heads there and everything.
Jackson's head, like all cut out and everything, and then people are wearing their Merrill Madness, like we're ready to go.
The last thing I'll leave you with, because I could talk to you guys forever on your son, and I'm sure you could talk forever about Jackson. But we were just talking to Xander Bogaerts, and I know that when we first got interviewed, Jackson's like his favorite player growing up was Xander Bogaerts, and now they're teammates. And Xander says, "Where would this team be without Jackson Merrill?" How remarkable is it to hear that guy, all-star, say something about your kid?
That's incredible to hear that from I grew up, not grew up, but I remember watching Xander all those years as a Red Sox. I'm speechless to hear that.
Yeah, because Xander, he actually told us that Jackson was the real deal, like outside the clubhouse the other day. Like this was back in like April, and he was just like, yeah, like.
And Jackson goes, "Oh, a little starstruck, Dad." So,
it was funny, but it was and everyone, like we've met so many players now, they all are so good to Jackson. Like there's not one that hasn't been good to him or taken him under his wing or done something with him. So Jackson's been just accepted and loved on, which makes us as parents feel like really good.
Yeah, we're very happy as a Padre. Very excited.
Yeah, it's the best place that I could say nothing ill about any of the Padres ever, from like top to bottom. Fantastic people.